Do you ever dream of living in your own fairy tale castle? Here is a folly with a difference. It has been transformed from a derelict wreck into a modern masterpiece. It took 2 years and the owner's vision to complete the renovation, a project that caught the eye of Channel 4's Grand Designs. Now it is a 6-bedroom family home in the beautiful Welsh countryside, awaiting a new chapter.
My name's Dean Berry and we're at Kemmy's Folly, just near Newport in South Wales. We were very fortunate to be introduced to the property by a family friend. It was very clear this was a unique property. I'd never seen anything like it. As I drove in through where the gates were originally, the wow factor hit me straight away. The chance to own a small castle in this part of the world was something I couldn't turn down. What attracted me most to the property? I think it was the uniqueness and the location. The chance to be able to build in this particular location, semi-rural but with great access to the motorway network, and the ability to be able to put our stamp in an area of such natural beauty was amazing for us. You've got pretty much 360-degree views here, which is pretty unique. You know, a lot of times you have one side of a view, but we've got the most amazing views across the Bristol Channel, the Usk Valley, Wentworth Forest. So I think having the folly itself stand proud and be restored, but then having this wonderful glass extension all the way across the top of the ridge made sense. So I think we were inspired by nature, I guess. So in the entirety of the property, we've got around 25 acres. The house itself has got 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a cinema room, which doubles as a library. The house itself is wired fully for entertainment and automation, so you've got Cat 5 run everywhere, Lutron lighting in the key areas, full security measures, so gated with security cameras throughout the house. If you then move outside, we've then got some extensive equestrian facilities, a stable block with 4 fully built out stables and tack room. You've then got 2 acres of paddocks, and an all-weather menage is also available. We've then got a very large leisure building, which offers a great opportunity for someone to put their own stamp onto that, with a huge deck which overlooks the Bristol Channel. So my favourite part of the property would have to be the views. The jewel in the crown is the view off the top of the Folly. You literally are able to see 9 counties from here. So why don't we take a look? So here we are on the roof of the Folly. We've got amazing views here. One of the other areas which we've spent a lot of great time is the roof terrace, which leads off the main bedroom. One of my favourite places, great place to have parties. We've had lots and lots of people out on here. It was built structurally so that you could have large numbers of people. Offers the most amazing sunsets with the views over the Usk Valley, through to the Brecon Beacons, Sugarloaf Mountains and Abergavenny. The biggest challenge for the renovation was probably the access. You know, we had a lot of building work done, and one of the benefits of living here is the wonderful location, but it wasn't exactly designed to get large lorries up and down.
In April of 2007, Dean and his family were joined by Kevin MacLeod and the Grand Designs team, who documented their progress through the monumental 18-month renovation.
With Grand Designs, we filmed over approximately an 18-month period. So they filmed us right at the very start when we were doing the demolition work, and then they continued us all the way right through until we finished. As an experience, it was wonderful. It was something which, you know, for my children and their children, we've got something which is a record for life of what happened, which you rarely get. So the advice I would give to anyone looking to renovate an old property is to do your homework, employ the right professional services, don't scrimp on professional services. So by that I mean working with very good architects, structural engineers. If I could do it again, would I do anything differently? With this house, I honestly don't think I would. You know, we bought this house originally and we were still living in London, so we had quite a lot of time to actually work on the design, and I think that helped. So no, I'm pretty happy with what we did. I'm actually most proud that we brought back a building that is, best part of 350 years old, and we've given that building another 150 years of life. Coming from living in the centre of London, in Islington, to coming here was a big change. But I think because it is home for us, we were always intending to move back this way. We just had our first child, and that changes your focus a little bit as well. The wonderful grounds that we have here, the ability for kids to run around was too much to turn down. The design inspirations really came from the fact that we wanted a lot of glass just to make the most of these views. We worked hard to try and make sure that the kind of furnishings matched throughout, so that you didn't feel that you were in two different houses. You're in one house which has two different parts. It was only after we bought it did we learn the origins of the chemist family who came over with William the Conqueror, and how this land was gifted to them. So that kind of added even more intrigue. Overall, I'm delighted with what we achieved. It's got a very fresh, modern feel, whilst when you go into the old part of the building, we've retained everything that is original. We painstakingly restored all the cornicing, the hunting scenes, everything which was original was kept.
Now, this unique home is looking for its next custodian. This is surely the perfect home for someone who appreciates the history of the Folly, while valuing the architectural accomplishment that is perfectly blended, the old with the new. With all the latest technology anyone could wish for, the future owner will be able to comfortably live in their regal home. It certainly is a grand design of epic proportions.